In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught we changed, base instincts were redeemed, a word he gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. From Elegy for Alonist by Monomon the Teacher. Cool cinematic, but seen it 5 times now. So this will be my like 4th or 5th run of Hollow Knight. I've already done a mobile run, I've done a Steel Soul run, which is also speed run, and I've done another one, which is a mapless playthrough. So already pretty experienced with this game, and I don't think this playthrough will just only be about the game itself. Obviously I'm going to still try and complete the whole game, but it's not really the purpose of this playthrough. It's mostly just a place to talk about my thoughts and stuff while having some game in the background. That's kind of peaceful and relaxing, like Hollow Knight. My plan for this playthrough is to get 108%, and I'll be skipping out on the Pantheons, since I don't think the Pantheons are the main... Well, if you're seeing this game, spoiler warning, but I already played through it like 3 or 4 times, or 5 times. I don't need to play through it again to get to the Pantheons, which I already done, gotten 112%. On my main save, the progress that I've made is that I've unlocked Absolute Radiance in the Pantheon of the Halls, Pantheon of Gods, whatever it's called, but I haven't actually done Pantheon of Hollowness entirely yet. But I have beaten her on like normal difficulty, I guess. So Dirtmouth, the Fading Town. I mostly enjoy the exploration aspect of this game, which is why I'm doing it, of course. The last run I did of the mapless one, I had to get a map from online to know where all of the grubs that I missed were, because if you get the key from the if you give the collector's map from killing the collector, it doesn't actually give you can't actually see where the grubs are because you never got a map to open it in the first place. And the other one was the Grimchild. That one I don't know off the top of my head, since I've really only done it like 3 or 4 times. Well, not 3 or 4 times, but it's generally pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things. It's not really memorable to have all of these things memorized, unlike all of the major progression stuff, which I have memorized. I do have pretty much most of the grubs memorized, especially from my last run, but It's not easy to remember all 46 of them. So those are the only two places where I do need a map, but guess I'll buy a map in this run. This is more of a casual run. Well, I have played Hollow Knight like 3 or 4 times. I watched Hollow Knight playthroughs like more times than that. I think I've watched RT Games Hollow Knight playthrough like maybe 2 times, and Alex Diner's playthrough. I've watched both the starting one when this game was released and the expansion one, and I've watched the starting one again for the second time, and that's what kind of got me inspired to play this. Right. One of my... Okay, I remember now. One of my playthroughs was when I saw Joseph Anderson's video critique on Hollow Knight, and that was when he said he like did the whole game without nail upgrades or health or soul upgrades. So I did one of those. I did a nail upgradeless run and a no upgrades run in general. Both of them still had charm notches, so it wasn't so upgradeless after all, but it was pretty fun using all the spells that I've neglected to use since then. We'll be skipping the map guide for now. Don't have the money for it. But yeah, so I'm pretty experienced in this game. I don't expect to die a lot, but maybe once or twice. I don't know. I do have the patience for it. Whenever I see all of the streamers play this game, it's like they seem to never want to heal when they're at like 2 health, and then they just get themselves killed over dumb things, which I'm not going to do. There's always worth in being careful, regardless if it's actually threatening. It can be much more threatening than you give it credit for, I find. Although I might skip out on some of the other bosses, especially the later Dreamer ones. Maybe like Great Prince Zote, but yeah, I'll probably kill him. Obviously, not doing 100% every single Zote fight or White Defender fight. I think that'd be pretty repetitive, and it's both uninteresting to watch and uninteresting to play. I'm not really looking for challenge. Not gonna handicap myself for this run, but hey, it's my playthrough after all. So the general plan that I have for this is that I want to rush Shaman Stone, and then after that I'll go knock out every single Dreamer fight, and then after that I'll upgrade my nail all the way through, and then knock out all of the regular bosses after that. But first to do that, of course, I have to get every single movement ability that I need, and to do that I will have to kill some of the bosses. There we go. I don't think benches are really necessary, since I don't think I'm gonna die, at least before Hornet. It's over here. Oh, this is a jumping challenge, right? Alright. Also gonna save all of the grubs for later. Seen some people get all of the grubs at the same time. I think that's gonna be pretty cool to watch. Especially from well, I suppose the fact that other people have done it, it's not really unique to do it now, but I hardly think there's going to be much use for Geo anyways. In my last playthrough, I didn't get the switch for some reason until Infected Crossroads, and I also didn't get the station, so I skipped it. I was like, I don't have enough Geo for this, and so yeah, rip that. Rip getting there. Have to go through Infected Crossroads. I don't remember what the Infected Crossroads trigger is. I think it's just one Dreamer. Whoops. I say I don't expect to die, but I feel like it is more difficult having to commentate the whole way through things. Even though I really haven't done it much before, in World of Warcraft, I would, as a tank, since my rotation is so easy, it was easier to commentate on what is happening whenever I notice something happening. But in games such as this, it's kind of more fast-paced, so I do have to pay attention to what's going on. This is not the right way. I'll go kill False Knight, I think is his name. In my nail upgrade run, I think I also skipped out on the Hunter's Bestiary as well for some reason. It was going to be sort of like, hey guys, I don't know what else to do, and I've gotten 108% without everything else. $211 Geo. I've watched the speedruns for Hollow Knight. Well, not exactly the speedruns, the tool-assisted speedruns. I'm pretty interested in TASes in general, and obviously Hollow Knight being one. A game that seems very suitable for TAS. It's pretty exciting to watch these. False Knight. I think in my first playthrough, I had to kill False Champion or something. Pretty early on, like how RT Game did it with his with Soul Tyrant. I mean, this boss is not putting much of a fight, but whatever. I think that's 3. Well guys, this might be a bit of an issue. Does this reset the encounter if I walk out? Well, guess we're skipping False Knight. I did skip False Knight on the last playthrough that I did. Well, I didn't skip him, but I got the city crest and I didn't use it. I did the shade skip over to Blue Lake. And it's only because I wanted to see if there was a way to get 6 rows in the inventory after getting all the stuff, but it didn't seem like it was possible, so I had to skip out on that. Vengeful Spirit. Shaman Stone. Pretty overpowered, as I've seen. Apparently the speedrun for True Ending Spellless is like an hour. I guess that's only for tasks. If it's for the actual players, maybe it's a bit more than that, but still. My last playthrough, 108% without using the map, took roughly 12 hours to complete. Not completing the Pantheons, but everything else. Which is pretty cool. This guy should be easy. If I really want to, I can probably complete Hollow Knight in a single sitting. Do full 108%. But see if I have time. Good friend, whatever. 306 Geo. One thing I haven't memorized is all the costs in Geo for all the things that I need to buy. Right, I missed Cornifer. Go to Green Path, kill Hornet. Go get Mantis Claw. Generally, I'm going to try to get all the upgrades that I can before attempting any optional bosses. It's fine if I don't though. Like the Mantis Lords. Mantis Lords shouldn't be too hard, even without anything. Dude. Alright. Well, I need to heal, but should be fine. Nothing really challenging in Green Path. I did do Delicate Flower quite early last time I played. Wasn't as difficult as I remembered. Did it in 2 tries, I think. All things considered, that's pretty good. It's kind of scary. I won't be selling any of the things to Lem. I find no reason to. Guess I'll equip this. Just kind of a hoarder. I like seeing things in my inventory, so that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Hornet. I am going to not do the skip because I want to get the Hunter's Journal and the map. I think the map should be in this area. Alright. This was one of the grubs that I missed last time I played. Oh, those are spikes. In this room. $60. Alright, that's fine. I'll need a squid. Oh boy. There we go. I guess that also works. But I need to get up there first. I think down here is a hunter. Yep. I kind of want to avoid benches while I can, so that enemies just don't respawn. But I don't think that's really conducive, I guess. There's a lot of charm launchers I'm gonna get along the way. My journal. Gonna be hearing that sound a lot, huh? No matter. Maybe you can hear my keyboard, but that's also fine. Should be a grub down here. I think I got that grub after I got Dash last time. Hey, Hornet. No journal entry. That's fine. I'm not going to take the time to read every single journal entry. Maybe like ones at the very end, but it'll be mostly like reaction content at that point. And I don't know if anyone wants to hear my reaction to this series. I've already read like 3 times, and I've heard other people read like 3 times. So, alright. Wander's Journal. What's up, Hornet? Guess we'll go up. Where are we? I don't know. Didn't see you there. I don't think there's going to be much of anything exciting really in this run. Especially since I've done everything already. Maybe there's just other stuff to talk about though. I think one thing is talking about the editing that the different Hollow Knight videos I've seen. So whenever I do watch them back, there's a pretty big difference between if I'm watching the Arcade Game highlights versus the regular runs. Like the VODs that are playing. I guess there's a blue cocoon up here. Yeah. General, I think I'm starting to like. I've been starting to watch VODs more than the highlights of videos recently. Because it always, well, for one thing, the VODs provide more context to when something's happening, and the highlights would sometimes just cut things out that really should have stayed. And also, it's like sometimes the editing doesn't really feel right. Especially one of the common ones is the camera like randomly zooming in onto different things when maybe something exciting is happening, like, oh, this thing has occurred. Oh, the streamer has this insane opinion on things. They just said something funny, or something like that. I find it kind of lame that they do that, but I guess that's just the state of YouTube now. used to watch Aliens Rock, so it should be fine. Yeah. Used to watch Aliens Rock because all of his editing is done by himself, and due to the limited time that he had, he would have to cut things very short. I remember watching his Baba Is You videos, and it's a puzzle game, right? There's nothing really interesting to be showing, and so it's just like him talking about their life or like the problem solving process, which is good in my opinion. I feel like that's the stuff that you want to hear, but nowadays it's like I'm watching this Polybridge content, and I feel like can't really go like 5 seconds without there be some sort of editing that occurs. Like there just has to be something that happens that's changing from the current scene every couple of seconds, otherwise I guess it's not worth it. Maybe people's attention spans are just that low these days that they can't stand listening to one thing at the same time. Hey, we killed her. Hit less. I had to heal no times. Get dash. And this claw next. Now we can visit Salubra. Sleep Little Shadow. You've been watching like RT's content. I know back in the day, back in the good old days, stuff wouldn't have that much editing. I think the most damning of this is watching, this is the wrong way, is watching RT Games playthrough of Minecraft again. That was pretty recent. That might be the right way actually. I think I'm going back. I think Fog Canyon's this way. That's just a blue lake over there. Find coral or something. But most damning. Right, what did I say about benches? I was watching like in Minecraft, and the moment that really stuck out to me was when RT Game had found the ancient city. Again, spoilers, but found the ancient city, and he was like, oh my god. And in the actual game, what happened is that there's just really ominous music that plays while you're entering there for the first time, which really sets the mood of the scene, as in like, this is a very scary place, you should reconsider being here. Whereas with the highlights, it would be just this really triumphant music that I don't feel like, okay, maybe I can't get that yet, that really doesn't feel appropriate. Like, it is appropriate in that it's something that they've worked towards for a long time, of trying to find the ancient city, but it really doesn't set the mood of mystery too well until like a while after he's descended into the ancient city, which maybe that's just the editing being bad, but I feel like it's kind of a stylistic one. Thorns of Agony. Never gonna use this. Hey, I guess it's better to have it. Extra charm slot taken up. I could go up to Howling Cliffs. Well, not exactly Howling Cliffs. I could go get Boulder Shell. I don't think I really need that. And I'm not too sure why I'm going up here. Anyways. It's supposed to be going down. Guess we can go this way. Whoops. Yeah, so instead of watching like RT games, edited things, I prefer to watch stuff like long play, where actually do just cut out the boring most contents, but otherwise it's best left unedited, pretty much. And so that's why I've been watching Alex Steiner's videos recently. There's more things to it's more suitable. And I suppose this video, or this playthrough, or whatever, is going to follow in those same veins. I don't plan on editing this a lot. But I guess people really like that. Slowly been edging out of Aliens Rock. I hope he'd return to streaming at some time. Maybe I just have to get with the times. Now it feels more like I'm only tolerating these videos if they're about something that I'm interested in. Then I would go watch them. But otherwise, I feel like long play is the type that I would actually discover games from that I would want to play. Yeah. It's not even to mention the issue that I like to play games that I already played many times, of course. Since I'm doing this, I already played this many times. Yeah. It's fine. I kind of wanted to use Dreamgate and that sort of thing more. Now, Queen Station bench nearby. Should be fine. Now what is it? 4,500 geo to go to the banker in Billabel. That's kind of a whiles away. Gonna return back to Dirtmouth to get the Gathering Swarm. That's pretty important. I don't think I have enough for Shaman Stone. Last Stag. Dirtmouth. And then we'll go back here, get Mantis Claw. After we get Mantis Claw, should be... I'll go do the skip, I guess. Oh, I can't get Gathering Swarm. Whatever. You know what? I'm actually gonna get Yellow Zote. Gonna get the shop that I missed. I think it's a little more expensive, but should be fine. Gonna have to skip out on... It says map update, but I don't have the paper and quill. That's also fine. Skip out on Watering Compass. Wayward Compass. Until I actually need it. Which shouldn't be for... like ever, actually. Oh. Can't get the Mask Fragment here. If I remember correctly, I need the Pale Ore from Dreamer There's one to be found in the Ancient Basin. There's one by Nosk. Right, the map guy. One found by Nosk, and then where else? There's a Colosseum. Oh my god. Let me go kill one singular enemy. These purple mushrooms. Nice, one geo. That really helped. I've also watched Sieve Gaming's, well, Sieve Perspectives, a video on Hollow Knight as well. I've watched it once, but I think that was a pretty long time ago, around when it came out. So, I have to rewatch it again to remember what everything is, where everything is, what he talks about. I do like that he's made a channel for this. It kind of fits him. At least I think he does variety stuff a little better than he does just talking about Super Mario Maker over and over again. Although I am pretty interested in that as well. Just haven't played that in a bit. I had my Wii U bought specifically for Super Mario Maker, but I don't know where it is now. Probably gonna be just lost forever. But yeah, talked about those mushrooms, which is why I got reminded of it. Also watched Joseph Anderson's video on this, but in fact I have it downloaded onto my hard drive so I can watch whenever I want. Nice. Guess I'll heal. I think I got this game specifically because of watching Joseph Anderson's video on it, and so obviously I got spoiled by every single thing that he talks about, and also by the DLC. I don't need to go over there yet. Talking about the DLC, fit in with everything that he had. I also have that video saved on my desktop, although I don't view that video as much. This is where cloth is. These are the mushrooms. Can dash out of there. Maybe down here. Not super familiar. I think this is where, yeah. This is where the, alright. This is where the path to City of Tears is. Not gonna do the skip. Not good enough for that. This is a return path. I guess I'll go get the grub here. Kind of a waste of time to not do this when I'm fully powered. Gotta take what you can get. Look at all that geo that I'm not collecting. I'll go down back this path. Open the shortcut, and then I'll run back. I don't exactly recall if I fully completed Hollow Knight without nail upgrades while doing the Pantheons. I certainly don't think I did the pantheons with no upgrades. But I don't know if I completed something like the Pantheon of the Night without upgrades. So oh boy. Alright. Get Dash Master. Go down here first. There's Britta. We'll return after Mantis Claw. I'm gonna swap out this Soul Catcher for Dash Master. Or Soul Catcher. This is one of the few times you're ever gonna get used ever again. Fragile Strength would be pretty good, since I don't think I'm gonna be dying all that often. So I don't really have to repair it. That's just Geo. Should be pretty quick. I watched Joseph Anderson's topic on like art, video games as art and stuff. And I don't think I've quite thought about it enough myself, but generally I think I'm comfortable with the idea of missing out on stuff if I'm not capable of doing it. Right, I need to open this lever first. Nice. Alright, Mantis Claw. We'll go kill Mantis Lords, get that reward, use it to buy Shaman Stone. Have to take off the have to take off Dash Master maybe. Weird camera movement. Use it to take off Dash Master. Maybe get it back on if I can buy a Charm Notch at Salubra. And then perform the Shade Skip. So this won't be a Steel Soul-esque run. Great. I don't think I've done Pantheons on my Steel Soul run as well. That's fine. I mean, at that point, it's just a regular run. If you're not gonna die permanently in that game mode. Walkling storage. These guys should die on the spikes, in my opinion. Open every lever. Open every lever. Skip these guys. Get the blue masks, because why not? Scratching my back. Shouldn't be too hard. I don't have Shaman Stone, but I think I was able to get 4 hits on around the wall sometimes. Doing this with low nail is very fun though. It's one of the reasons, not this boss specifically, but having low nail, being able to fight the bosses in the Hall of Gods, able to pretty easily I'll actually enjoy the fight. Oh, I got journal entry. So the job. Same attack. Not even too sure if Sisters of Battle is better than this. Although Sisters of Battle is certainly more intense. But after this, probably not using Mark of Pride until I get 600 charm notches. Which is not happening. For my last playthrough, I just used Fragile Greed and Gathering Swarm pretty much the entire time, because without selling anything to Lem, I actually do run into a geo deficit. And never really saw any use of... Nice, journal entry. Never really saw any use to what I was gonna say. Anyways, pretty easy fight. I think this is Mark of Pride. Do need the geo. Alright. Didn't find any use to get the unbreakable forms because I didn't die a single time outside of that part where I tried to do the shade skip, which I had to do twice. Nice, geo. Exactly what I need. If I save and quit, that's going to put me back at the bench near Dashmaster, which I guess is not the worst thing. But, yeah, it's in fact, that's where I'm going right now. Going to get Britta, and so I don't have to go back there again. I'm going to try to be efficient. I don't know the routes for, like, speedrunning this game 112% or something. So, like, this is not going to be the most efficient speedrun ever, especially since I'm trying to make conversation the entire time. Otherwise, should be pretty chill and relaxing. Should be pretty easy. I'd say the hardest part without a map is actually Crystal Peaks for me, not even Deep Nest. Actually pretty familiar with the structure of Deep Nest. Even if I did miss like 1 or 2 grubs in there when doing the final grub hunt, which when I was doing the final grub hunt, I went ahead and went to every single location that had a grub, because I'm like that. I'm not going to overcharm myself. Pretty stressful to do that. Good enough to first try Steel Soul, but overcharmed. I think that's asking too much. Soul Catcher's back on. I'll be making my way back to Queen Station. I'll go get the Mask Fragment, and then I don't think that's where I want to go. And then after that, do the skip for the shade skip for Blue Lake. Get my Dream Sword, Dream Nail early, and that's so, well, I guess there's not really much of a reason to get Dreamnail ready, Dreamnail early, because I'm not gonna fight the dream bosses early. I mean, even if I think might still die to those bosses if I go in there completely unupgraded, unoptimal charms. But anyways, I'm gonna get Dreamnail, activate everything early. Yeah, probably gonna put off on getting the Dreamers. Actually, now that I think about it, Forgotten Crossbones might get infected by me getting Crystal Heart. I guess in that case, I'll just, hang on, let me get Gathering Swarm. I might want Fragile Greed. But surely this is enough for Shaman Stone. Since I opened up the path to the right, guess I'll just go there first. I'll get to the Forgotten Crossroads station from here. Very nice. Not gonna farm that guy for Geo. Not too intent on saving Myla. Just pretend that she doesn't exist. Alright. I'll open this. Although with Fragile Greed, I do suppose I have to kill enemies instead of skipping them in order to actually make use of the charm. I didn't actually equip the charm yet, I don't think. The Gathering Swarm. That's fine. A Celebra. I can buy it. Nice. Actually, I'll take off Dashmaster and get this. I mean, Dashmaster is pretty nice. But generally speaking, I don't think it's that important. Certainly make things faster, but well, I did it wrong. Should have jumped instead of dashing off. Whatever. Do it again. Did get on top of there though. Close enough. I remember when I first played this game, I'd be incredibly scared of having my shade out because the music was just too creepy for me. It's a pretty good reason to not want that. Blue Lake, pretty cool. I don't think I talked to Coral on my last playthrough when he's at that Blue Lake after he killed Monomon. Got Monomon pretty early though. So getting the Crystal Peak is going to take a lot of Geo for the Lumify Lanterns. Although I could just go to City of Tears very early. If I go to City of Tears, get the dive. Guess I'll use that. I don't need the Lumafly lantern eventually. Do you remember Lumafly lantern's cost? Since it's so high in the early game, people would be like, "Oh yeah, my God, this is so high. I have to save up for it." Now, guess I'll just go to different zones before I do those. I do know that you can get wings and Crystal Dash before going here, which is pretty funny. I won't though. Getting Dream Nail is good for the Colosseum, I guess, but I'm not going to do that until very much later. I'll get the Charmnosh and then the Pale Ore. Serum. I think Dream Shields a little down here. I'm not going to do the Dream Trees. I think that's kind of boring. I didn't do Dream Trees the last time I played. Oh, hey look, Risk of Rain too. I didn't do any Dream Trees the last time I played. And I had enough essence by the end if I had to kill White Defender. Plus all of the regular bosses. Don't really need a map for resting grounds. Oh yeah. This is not where I want to be. I'll go back. All of those platforms are pretty uniform. But after playing this game so much and having to make that climb, now I know by heart how many platforms I need to go up before I will see. Hello there. Gathering Swarm. I need my Geo. This will take me to the top of King Station, I guess. I don't know if going backwards from here can directly lead me to the rest of City of Tears. Ow. Owner's Journal. That's new. This guy's reach is insane without any nail range upgrades. Don't want to die. Oh boy, you're gonna be hearing that sound too a lot. I think that costs 300 Geo to open King Station. I'll save, rest it on the bench. I think I can get the Hollowness Seal now. Yep. I don't remember if my playthroughs on my laptop were a separate playthrough entirely, because if so, that's going to be adding many more to my already long list of playthroughs. There's the grub. I guess we're going to Kingdom's Edge already. I don't usually go here this early. Get the map. Have to wait for the title. think you get dash last year. Oh my god, this guy takes so many hits with this nail. I'm not too in favor of being here right now. I can open Colosseum, but I don't want to do any of the things while I still have literally no mask upgrades. So I guess I'll have to wait. I'm gonna see if I can go back and get City of Tears. Get a dive. Get dive first. Last time I played, well, my last playthrough. Alright, City of Tears. Yahoo! Get Husk. This might take a while. Well, last time I played, I did something. Losing my train of thoughts. Last time I played, I lost my train of thoughts. Something about a map. Right, the dream bosses. Journal updated. Very nice. The dream bosses. I didn't go to Ancient Basin this early. That's kind of insane. I can like get Monarch Wings at this point. That is really insane. Get Monarch Wings and then go kill a Dreamer boss. Or it's gonna come down. Hello. Alright. Need a simple key. There's Lem. Gonna have to go from the other way. I think the first nail upgrade is no Balor, but not too interested in that. I'll just go up normally. Right, the Dreamer bosses. It turns out that when you're actually upgrading yourself, that the Dreamer bosses are actually pretty easy. In my Dreamer bosses, I mean the upgraded versions of those bosses. The actual Dreamer bosses, as it turns out, you only need like you only need like 4 Abyss Shrieks to kill with Shaman Stone. And I don't think there's much challenge. If Galien dies after 5 seconds, that's probably going to be the last Dreamer that I kill. I'll open the lever, climb back up. Intended parry. Ow. I always forget that last swing. I think this is a way up to Soul Master. Take these guys. You missed. It's kind of anticlimactic having that Hunter's Mark show up every single time that you kill something new. Especially like after the Path of Pain. I'm also one of those guys who did Path of Pain for fun. when I was on my laptop, what I would do is I would mod a game, and one of those was for increased charm notch slots, and just equip every single charm at once. That was pretty fun. I did it on my laptop, and there I also did the Path of Pain unlock, so I could do Path of Pain over and over again. So that's pretty cool. What I do want in a mod for Hollow Knight is one that would decrease your nail damage. I don't feel like I tried to search for one, but I can only find ones that like multiply your nail damage by some amount, which is not really what I'm looking for. Like, I want to make myself weaker because it's more fun to do that, but I guess people are not good enough at this game to do that. I feel like it should exist though. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough for one. I think here open city storerooms. Didn't talk to this guy. I still haven't saved Zote in the Deep Nest in my last playthrough, so I guess he's gonna stay there. This climb is always fun. We're just gonna stay outside, I guess. Alright, you guys get trapped in there. Right, the simple key is at the very top. 621. That number has some significance. Alright. Die. Frick. There we go. Like I said, not doing the dream trees. Those are kind of tedious. Simple key. Now I can go unlock Godhome. Actually, no, that would require 2 simple keys. Anyways, I don't recall what going left of here does. I think that goes to an elevator that goes to Forgotten Crossroads, which I want to go get Dive before I go there. I'm pretty sure I need to go get Gormworms, whatever they're called, or the bestiary. Great, now every enemy's respawned. Why did I do that? Back to Soul Sanctum. Gonna get Dive, even though I don't think I really need it for much of anything. Gonna slow dash without Dash Master all the way through. Has Zote gone? Whatever. Want to get Elegant Key. See if I can just skip all of these guys. Obviously gonna have to kill him. Alright. I always thought the Soul Sanctum music was based on like movement instead of being based on a timer, but yes, that's fine too. Oh my god. Is there a grub here? I don't think there is. I always make the mistake of going up there too early. Got hit by the orb. That's something new. Alright. Trial of the Fool isn't that hard once you get fully upgraded, which is what I plan on becoming. I mean, these guys died of one or two Shade Souls. With a Shaman Stone, of course. Not going to read those terminals as well. I think I've gotten the lore already. This guy's going to drop a lot of Geo. Going to need that. Is the audio distorted? Double hit. Yep. One of my first Radiant bosses. Great. For the Radiant bosses I've done Nightmare King Grim. I've done like Trader Lord. I've also done Pure Vessel. But I haven't done Radiance, of course. I haven't actually done a lot of the bosses on Radiant, so I just didn't bother. It's like I don't think I need to do Gruzmother on Radiant, for example. Not much use in doing that. Double hit. I need your soul. I'm gonna do the mini event right here for Spell Twister. Oh god, they're fast. Do need the soul for healing. Ow. Ow. Really need the soul for healing. I guess I could heal before the boss spawns. There he is. Come here. Guess I'll heal. Frick, dude. I haven't actually dream nailed him before. Ow. I think that was technically a double hit. That was kind of risky. So risky that I took damage. With my regular headphones, an issue that I would have is that you could like hear what was being broadcast from the game into my microphone as well, which is obviously not great. Look guys, we got dive. Oh shit. Is the fight over? Which is why I have to settle with earbuds instead. Having earbuds means that at least the sound is probably confined to just my ears. I'm not going to be checking I did like a little test right before this. Nice, it worked. I did a little test before this to see whether or not it did actually work. But maybe the sound quality has been completely awful. Not something I'm gonna fix though, unfortunately. With some video editing, I'm sure I could solve it. Hey. Great. I'm going to use all of this soul for healing. I trapped myself. Oh no. Guess I'll have to go back up here. Alright. I dare you. Fine. Oh, there you are. Oh, I don't have enough soul. Don't hurt me. We're good. I'm just fast enough. Those guys can't fall off. Guess that makes sense. They are confined to the floor after all. Mistakes and follies. There he is. Soul Tyrant. Hey. Very nice. Well, now we got dive. Go through here. Not too sure where I want to go next. I have enough geo to go ahead and buy something. I have enough geo to go get Elegant Key, but I don't think I want to. I think I should go get Lumify Lantern first. Although I'm not too sure what I want to do before that, seeing that I don't have enough geo. I guess I'll go actually kill False Knight, since I skipped him. Go deal with these guys. Ow. Too fast. Lim might want some company. I do have some things to sell him, but I don't think I want to sell him anything. Call the old stag. Go ahead. Several stag stations. Forgotten Crossroads. So I can go to Crystal Peak. I guess I should with my dive. I don't necessarily have to have Lumify Lantern. I could go to Deepness next, but I kind of want to get Shade Cloak before then, so I don't have to make another round trip. Or maybe I should try to attempt the Ancient Basin Shade Skip for the to get Monarch Wings before then. Oh god, I locked out. Lol. Time to stagger this guy 4 times. I think that's enough. Oh, they repaired this. Alright, looks like it was. Wow, a journal entry. Very nice. Only 200 geo? Oh my god. Oh, they're up here already. Damn. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to kill you for my bestiary. I'm so sorry. Don't think there's anything in me in that mound. I might want to go get Fragile Greed next, actually. But I don't really want to backtrack. And plus, that's just going to take me even more away from Lumafly Lantern. I guess you can argue that Lumafly Lantern is a movement ability increase, since it increases your movement. Not sure if that makes sense. Maybe it's just classic Metroidvania upgrade thing. Not looking too good, Myla. Get the Crystal Heart and she'll look even less good. No. Great, great. I roughly know my way around Crystal Peaks, so there shouldn't be a problem even with or without a map. The dash sections are pretty easy. They don't require anything else than like having a brain, I guess. Oh my god. Have some of that, as Alex Steiner would say. I don't think I want to go this way. That's where the grub is. Should be pretty easy. I don't know if Coral is going to be up here or not. Obviously, hopefully is, so I can ignore him. Hello there. Ow. Using range hacks. Is that a bench? I don't know. I think you have to go all the way around. Dare you? Alright. Easy peasy. There's Cornifer. Set me a bit off, but I think the chests from the dash challenges, or I guess the crusher challenges, is going to make up for it. Shard mites, I think is what they're called. Get the shopkeeper's key. I think I have to go all the way around, but maybe I can just go past this guy. There's a faster way. Maybe. No. No, I still have to go all the way around. Nice. Guess I'll kill him. Not really a difficult boss. I missed. It's kind of a rough timing without Monarch Wings. There we go. Not too bad. Give me that map. Don't need to look at it, really. I don't think there's a charm notch that you can buy here. Oh, they've respawned. Cool. Don't think there's a charm notch that you can get in Crystal Peaks. I'm not sure if I want to get the Pale Aura. Okay, there's Coral. Having a good time. Now, Crystal Heart. Oh, I guess I'll get this one first. Scared, huh? Nice. Exactly what I intended. Alright. That shouldn't be too bad. If I use Walkling storage, I'll be able to get all the way to the other side, but I don't have that, so... Damage tank cycle. Or something. I don't know, I don't speedrun this game. Well, that's not good, isn't it? Good save. Now that's Crystal Heart. Right, I don't have Crystal Heart yet. I have to actually get it. Crystal Heart. It's very strange that we get all these upgrades for other spells, make them more void and stuff, but we don't get an upgrade at Crystal Heart once we get it. Maybe one that allows us to pierce through enemies or something. I don't know. Didn't see you there. Given the state of things, I guess I'll just go to Ancient Basin and then go get my Monarch Wings just immediately. Or I guess I'll do this first. Don't rush things. Yeah, I saw in the earlier versions of the game that they didn't have this turn off all of the crushers once you finish the challenge. It's kind of bad. Guess it kind of makes sense. Ow. Not the best shape. There should be no enemies here, unless if I search for them. And I will search for them. Because why the hell not? I know where the grub mimic is. I'll get the correct grub. And all is well. I don't think I'm ready to attempt the dash challenge yet. No, it's not really that hard. Alright, very nice. I might just save up. Let's use guys. I might just save up for 4,500 Geo for Millbell and get the money multiplier from her. And then I'll be able to buy pretty much everything that I'll need. I can just jump over it. There's the Gravekeeper. Let me get the Max Shard. Almost another piece of health. King Station. Go down the Ancient Basin. Fight that other guy. Lost Kin. Right, I didn't get King Station because I didn't have the money for it. I'll go. I'm confident enough in my abilities to go get the Ancient Basin before I get King Station, just to save on that 1 minute of travel time, you know. Really a huge time save. I have Crystal Heart now. I don't think this is the best way to go by it, but it's good enough. Right. Elegant Key. I should get that soon. Nice Soul Sanctum music. These elevator signs have just been really weird. What's over here? Right, I need to unlock it after Monarch Wings. Or I can just fight the Watcher Knights now. Other way. Where did you come from? Hi. I can open the sewers. Get Isma's Tear. That is very useful. No doubt about it. Not too interested in it though. You didn't die? My god. I don't think really much of anything poses a threat in the Ancient Basin, other than perhaps the lesser Malarks. Easy descent. Get the Wanderer's Journal down here. Not gonna dream nail these guys, even though I know I can. I didn't know you could do that, but I did. Never seen other people do it. Avoiding confrontation, just like me in real life. Over there is the pale lore. But not what I'm after right now. Not gonna throw on my Geo yet. I need the map. I need the map. 112. I'm not made of money. Other than Salubra, there's not much reason for me to go back to Infected Crossroads. My Actually gonna sit down here first. Not super confident in my ability. Oh yeah, the screen tearing. Let's go. I don't know what FPS Hollow Knight runs at, but I don't know. I do know a little about programming and rendering. I don't know if Hollow Knight was made with SDL, probably with something else. But simple layman like myself, I don't really know why having different FPS would lead to screen tearing, of all problems. Ow. I mean, I feel like it would lead to a choppy frame rate, or like uneven delta time, I guess. But having that sort of problem, I don't know why that is. I think there's right. Skip this, go down here. Get a simple key. Great. Now I can go unlock that home. Now one thing that I do want to unlock is Howling Wraiths and an Abyss Shriek. Because Abyss Shriek plus Shaman Stone is how I'm going to be killing these dream bosses. And as long as I get that, then killing the dream bosses will be absolutely no problem early on. But it's really one of the things that I don't really remember about how to get exactly. Because I can't remember if I get it in Dream Path using Crystal Dash. I mean, I do know that you get it for Paintmaster Shio. But I don't know if you get it for the other one. I think I remember it being something that's near the path to the Queen's Gardens, where you need a Shade Cloak to access it, but not exactly. But I mean, in general, my memory is not that great. It's only being able to watch so many Hollow Knight playthroughs and do so many playthroughs myself that I actually know what I'm doing. That I guess I actually know all of these things. But still, some of these things more obscure than others. I guess I can't remember everything about this game. And I remember, even though I'm able to complete the game without a map. Well, there. Didn't think you would spawn there. I saw that dash. Thought I could dash in the air to avoid it. Doesn't seem like the case. Was that a triple hit? I guess he jumped back at the moment of the second hit, so... Ow. Not too hard. Not too ready for a lost kin, though. Monarch wings. Might take a while before I get Dreamgate. I want to make use of that. I haven't really ever made use of Dreamgate. I guess because at the very end of the game, there's very little use for Dreamgate other than being like, oh, I want to teleport to Godhome in a couple of clicks. But I mean, you can sit on a bench in Godhome, so even then, maybe it's like I want to teleport to Dirtmouth as fast as I can. Instead of riding this tram that is like a minute away. Let me get this grub. Ready for White Palace. Don't think I really want to Desolate Dive down there. I think the upgrade version is called Descending Dark. Yes, map updated. Alright, let's go free cloth, get the piece of pale ore. Ow. Not get hit in the process. Oh, there's a platform there. With this double jump, now I can get the station, the hidden station that's below here. I guess that'll be my return trip. Alright. No. What's up? Oh, that stays for a while. Gonna come down. Wow, this is just like Colosseum. Owie. Hello, cloth. Thanks for the text. Bakasa. Alright. Gonna have to kill these Molochs without any, guess that works. I think there's a grub down here or something. Well, this is my return path, but that's nothing. Didn't know if that would work. My combo was broken. What's up? Alright. This should be fine. Done with Ancient Basin for the being. Go unlock the stag. And then maybe my next order of business is going to Howling Cliffs. I do need to go there for the Grim Troop. That gives me a Charm Notch, pretty useful. I think Fog Canyon also gives a Charm Notch. Although I don't have anything that can, you know, allow me to go there yet. Hidden Station. 300. 300. Alright, Howling Cliffs, that's in Green Path. Green Path. Breath of the Kingdom, Stag Nest. Yeah, I'll be going there before you do. So there's also Paint Master Paymaster Shio. With this, I wonder if I can start carving the path. I wonder if I can start carving the path for the delicate flower, but I don't think I'm really ready for that yet. I don't think I can access Queen's Gardens just yet. I think it's this way, most efficient. Yeah. Kill this guy for Geo. Guess there's really not much other than a checklist. Right, Joni's Blessing is also in this place, so I'll be getting that as well. Don't want to go down there. Wrecked. Still need to go down there for boulders. This is my strategy. Close one off. Alright, very nice. I didn't need to kill him actually. Could have left him alone. Guess I'll go up this way to break the path. Oh, camera. One thing that I don't usually use a lot is Quick Slash. Even though, of course, it's very OP. But, I mean, generally speaking, spells are good enough. That's the dichotomy between spell-centered Shaman Stone versus Quick Slash and having Long Nail. But generally speaking, I don't think Quick Slash is really necessary for what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to do damage, then Shaman Stone's good enough. Not really a task. You can swing at 100% max speed. So at best, I'm killing enemy like 1 second faster while being in melee range, which is not super useful. I missed. Guess I'll start Grim Troop. Da, 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 da. Cool. Now for Cornifer, I'll do a skip up to Stagness to get my Vessel Fragment early. Because why not? It's free. Stretches, small map. I don't have the lantern for Joni's Blessing yet. Excellent. Guess I'll have to go back here after all. In a sense, this is kind of like a no upgrade run right now. I need you. Okay, that's not really that hard, as I remember. I don't know what that does. Does it trigger special dialogue? It's part of the game that I never really done before, so I mean, certainly it doesn't unlock a bestiary entry. Guess I'll never know. Gorb is easy enough that I'll just kill her right here. And then learn the nail art. Second phase, my god. Third phase. I missed. Sid Meier's Civilization 5. Now that's pretty cool. I've played Civ 5 a lot. And by a lot I mean less than 100 hours. Which is good enough, I suppose. Certainly I've heard people for playing it for much more. Alright, here it is. Whoops. Listen. Motto. Nail art. Watch the cutscene. No boy. Not gonna use this. Not gonna use this. Alright, hold Q. You might be like, oh my god, why is this guy using Q for his attack? The reason is I use Dvorak. And that would be X for attack. Also use Z for jump. And C for dash. Keybinds I really like, since it's very ergonomic. Pretty much all my fingers are dedicated to something whenever I'm playing. It's also what I use for Tetris, where Z is my counterclockwise spin and X is my clockwise spin, and then C, Risk of Rain too, and then C would be my hard drop. And then all the other movement, like left and right, would be on the arrow keys. Now people are like, oh, I'm gonna play this game, play Hollow Knight, and I'm not going to use just my keyboard. Infected Crossroads. It's not what I meant to do, but I guess we'll get this. People use attack on their mouse for some reason, which I guess that kind of makes sense, but I mean, maybe I'm just used to my Tetris keybinds. Using my mouse when I'm not actually traveling with my mouse, it's kind of weird. Like, imagine playing Tetris with a mouse for hard drop. I'll go to Crystal Peak, actually. Get the Pale Lore while we're here. And the grub. I really like my keybinds. In World of Warcraft, keybinds are much more important. Every single spell casted as something. You know, since I'm going through it there anyways, I don't know why I didn't equip Grimchild, but whatever. In World of Warcraft, I have all my spells keybound, So like roughly the same across my different classes and specs, where it's based on how often I use them and like how I'd classify them, and I'd place them based on kind of like a StarCraft sort of keybind placement thing. There's like this sort of thing goes here. I know which key I have to press just by looking down at my spell list. It's not as central as weak aura, but for one thing I would prefer to not mess with weak auras when I can just drag and drop my spells from my spellbook. Maybe you can get that functionality with a weak aura, but I like the Blizzard way of doing it. It was also the same in Shadowlands before the Dragonflight rework, where I would use macros instead. And learning about macros and having to use them in order to actually bind on my spells with only 2 action bars was pretty fun, all things considered. Oh, this jump. That jump is way too difficult. There we go. Made it though. Bam. Easy skip. Oh boy. It's kind of strange that you fight the Crystal Guardian and then fight these guys, in my opinion. Like, you're gonna fight the Crystal Guardian so much earlier, and like the point of a boss is to have some enemies that build up to it and then a big test of your skill. But with these, it's like, alright, you defeated a boss, now here's some little enemies that are related and also incredibly buggy to fight and very easy. I think that's the only boss that is like that. I mean, some of the other bosses, like Dung Defender, have no lead up in enemies whatsoever. I feel like there's a dive here somewhere, but at least I know that they don't actually do anything. Nice job. Like I have my interrupt on 4 on every single one of my classes. And if I don't, like if I'm my priest, the only 2 specs without interrupt, by the way, then it's some random ability like renew or powered shield. I only think that is an equivalent in the other classes. I think my control 4 is a defensive, and 6 is usually a defensive, or something I don't press very often. Alt 4 is always my buff giving ability. Let's do the dash challenge actually. There's plenty of other grubs that I need to save over here. I haven't sat on the bench yet, so don't need to worry about those respawning. Ow. Right, it's over here. This will give me deep focus or something. Those have a really weird cycle time, as well as those. Guess if you just go fast, then it works. This is deep focus. Yeah. Never really used deep focus other than for the beams. It's not going to troll me, right? Yep. Very nice. I take my keybinds very seriously, which is why I switched to Dvorak and not Colmac or whatever, or anything else. Right. You. Ow. I guess I'll go back up that way. Fine, I'll go the regular way. Should be completely fine, as it always is. You can see my friends having beef in the Discord channel, but none of my problems, I guess. And that's exactly what you came here for, right? Not to watch Hollow Knight or about me talk about stuff. There's a lot of other stuff that I can talk about as well. Just choose not to. I'm only doing this now. Guess I'll not open that. Because before, my brother would be so loud when talking to his own friends that would constantly being picked up by the mic, even over my own voice, which is of course unfortunate. That was risky, but it paid off. Is there anything else here? I think I need the Lumafly lantern to go right. Yep. Which is weird because it looks very bright over there. So, kind of whatever. This is just dark. Sit on a bench. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for me here. I'll climb back up to the dirt mouth. There's no elevator here either. Back up to dirt mouth. Say definitely whenever you're on camera, it's a bit harder to think of things as they come along. Especially sometimes it's like, well, every single time you have to be careful with what you're talking about. Accidentally slip, make a racist statement when you don't mean it. Not very good. But other times it's just like, just talk about whatever you want, to be honest. Oh, I should have equipped Groomchild. I've had not many of my friends actually play this game. Most of them know about it though, of course, as they should, but I'm the one who plays it the most, but I'm probably not the best one at it. I know this guy is in Green Path and Crystal Hollows, Crystal Peaks. Crystal Hollows is a Minecraft. What next? Hidden Station, no. Green Path. Eh. I'll go get Paint Master Shio since he's free. The other guy at the bottom of the world is not. He's gonna have to wait. Great Slashes. Good improvement though. Actually gonna use Great Slash. do need you for soul. My voice is actually getting kind of tired from talking all of the time. Guess that's just, I need to drink my water. Drank a lot of Coke in these times. That's more so due to the hot weather. Guess I should kill you for Bestiary. It's one of the ones that I lacked last time. Nice and easy. This works, by the way. Maybe there's a rancid egg that I skipped. That's going to be very important. Steel Soul being able to sell rancid eggs is pretty useful. But couldn't do a shade skip with that. All right. For the delicate flower, I do need to open some paths from Queen's Gardens first, which is pretty inconvenient. I think where I want to go next might be the sewers, because if I go to the sewers, I can get Isthmus Tier. Or, now that I have Monarch Wings, I can go fight Hornet 2. I'm not exactly sure if I'm ready yet for Hornet, but I can try, certainly. Hornet is necessary to get an Abyssal Shriek, after all. Oh, I still haven't opened King State? Whatever. Fine, I'll go purposefully go open it now. And then after that, go back to Kingdom's Edge, open the shortcut to the Colosseum. I don't like the dream trees too much. They're pretty easy to do. Kind of relaxing, I guess, if that's what you're into. But it's not really what I'm looking for. Jump, jump, I dare you. Guess not. Go down. Can't go that way because it's blocked off. Go down this way. Lum is down there. I have enough to open this. But I'll first go unlock King Station first. That's very redundant. And then maybe even the spa. But I mean, alright, I can challenge Watcher Knights now. I did struggle with Watcher Knights the first time I played, but became better at it, of course. I also struggled with Path of Pain the first time I played, and then got better at it. Right, this guy. Alright, he swings backward. Really nice how the music drowns out everything else. For some reason, jumping baits him into attacking, I guess. Never really realized that behavior. Anyways, King Station. That should be fun. Guess if you've gotten this far, you're not just skipping through everything, then probably expect rest of this is going to be all about Hollow Knight. But no. Although, I cannot think of anything to talk about right now. I can think of many things to talk about. I don't want to talk about any of them. I know GamerBoy80 has some videos, Minecraft gameplay, of like 1 hour of unedited content. Which is kind of just like streaming, but you don't have a Twitch chat to pamper yourself with. In case you don't have anything, in case you don't have any ideas on what you want to talk about. Making videos like this, what Alex Diner does. Alex Diner is the only Let's Player that I watch currently, but maybe once I run out of things from other people, from him, and that's Tuck, then I'll start to watch other people. But for now, I'm just watching him. I really like the Taiji Let's Play, although, you know, getting stuck on the owl puzzle for an eternity is not too fun. Trying to conquer it, taking forever. I'm gonna go up here for Dung Defender. I really like watching puzzle game playthroughs, which is why, of course, I watched Aliens Rock, his Baba Is You playthrough, and some of Steven Sausage Roll. I still hold that Steven Sausage Roll pretty good. Pretty good puzzle game, one of the best. Oh my god, this is loud. Dude. I'm really one of the guy to watch a lot of things twice. Like, where people watch TV shows, which I don't watch a lot of. I watch, like, gameplay Let's Plays and other YouTube videos. I mean, I don't consider it very weird, even though I feel like some people do. Something to be consumed, I guess. Consumer culture. Ow. Very rude. Kind of disappointed that Aliens Rock didn't continue with Steven Sausage Roll, but I guess for his own sake, he didn't use chat for it. This is very important for health. Don't blame him. But I wonder if he should have just recorded it like a regular video, like he does now, my Polybridge videos. When he played Factorio, I'd sub to his Patreon to watch him play it, but playing things like Frostpunk and like the other games, no longer sub to him, cause that's loud, especially of the editing. Guess I have to open this first. Then go back, get Isma's tier. That's fine. But yeah, Alex Diner has a pretty consistent like video quality and or style over the years, I found. Like watching his most recent videos, like Strawberry Jam, it's pretty similar to old puzzle games a while ago, which I appreciate. As Moist Critical has once said, what makes people popular is not skill, it's consistency. And Alex Diner's not really that popular, but he is consistent, which I really appreciate. Consistency also sort of like people associate with autism or something. I don't think I have autism, but I don't know. I don't think it's up here. Not much of interest over here. Skipping everything. No respect for these enemies, unfortunately. It's only when you're good enough that you can actually have no respect for these enemies. That was intended. I have double jump now, you can't scare me. Oh, you came down here. Yeah, consistency. I don't really upload consistently. Everything is kind of done on a whim. It's probably a pretty healthy way to look at the world and stuff. Pretty privileged to have that sort of thing be available. Alright. I think it's Hornet next. Get to the Abyss. I don't really upload anything consistently. Maybe I can do videos on like stuff that I just play randomly, but little by little, not everyone's going to be interested in the same things, so not everyone's going to be interested in the same things that I do, so I mean, if you're getting videos that you're not interested in, then don't watch them, I guess. I'll talk about everything that I do. It's also a pretty big niche that I have regarding these. Like, I don't expect people to adhere to my music tastes. Whenever I hear other people talking about like rap and stuff, rap and country music, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, oh, do you listen to generational rap? And I'm like, what is that? I don't know what that is. that was what's causing it. It's fine. I'm gonna take off. Right, okay. I think that's fine. No. Get Baldur's Shell instead. Or it's not gonna be too easy. Or second form, I mean. Like the music that I favor a lot is the tracker music. And that's the type of music to have like 10 views on YouTube. 100 views. I mean, it's quite a lot. But when my videos sometimes rival that of tracker music uploads, it's like, okay, I don't think too many people are interested in these sort of things. Guess I'll be one of the few to know about this. And that's completely fine, of course. After all, we listen to our own music. But it kind of highlights that sometimes it's just different. And if you don't know something that someone else is talking about, then that's completely fine. No one has to understand everyone else. I'm pretty underpowered for this fight. I might die. It just depends on how much she's staggered, I guess. I need to concentrate for this. Like that. Didn't expect her to get knocked back. Shaw. I would tend to agree. That's kind of hard to react to. Just a point blank dash. I guess my sharp shadow, once I get it, would be pretty hard to avoid too. Point blank. The only reason I got hit there was because the game automatically stopped my focus. That was intended. Yeah. I don't think I'm dying to Hornet in this. Might take a while though. Right on top of me. Wow, using spells for damage while not max health. The nerve of some people. I have some ideas for games I want to make where it's like a feeling of constraints breed creativity. Higale. So I do want to make a game where it's like you can do contact damage as a treat if you spec into it. I think Alex Diner has remarked upon a game where you can, right, I have to talk to her, where you can use contact damage to fight the enemies, as in like the enemies are trying to avoid you, but forgot what game it is. It was pretty recent based on my YouTube history, but I'm not sure where that is from. What I really want to make is a game where you do have to have really good, first you have to have really good hand-eye coordination, and then secondly you have to be really good at multitasking, and similar to how in WoW you have to pay attention to the enemies and then your own rotation. I want it to have it be so that your rotation isn't just like you press this spell and then this spell. It's you have a specific cast sequence that can modify based on procs. Guess I'll go meet Oro, I think. Get quick slash, even though I probably won't use that. Right, there's a grub here. Maybe I should equip my Gathering Swarm. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna skip a lot of the big enemies anyways. The Great Hoppers. What's down here? This is the main path? Yeah, this is the main path. But yeah, I want to make a game where it's actually, where you actually have to focus on dodging stuff, like in Dark Souls, but it's not just, alright, you dodged the attack, now you swing your sword. Maybe somewhat like Sekiro, but instead of meleeing, you also get magic casts, you get procs for abilities. I guess I'll pay. Get procs for abilities and stuff. Actually change the rotation. 1337 geo. I think that's also a number people are interested in. But yeah, 2D game, somewhat like that. Kind of like Codebreaker or whatever that game is called. I haven't played that before, but seems kind of similar in concept. I feel like in all the games that I've played before, that sort of your rotation matters. The rotation is pretty easy while you're dodging enemies. And as other than in WoW, I've never really had moments where my sequence of button inputs was particularly important. I kind of want to have that. I mean, I know there's probably a ton of Japanese games, Osu likes, where you have to where you have to have specific button inputs at this amount of time. That's a big pile of geo, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, I can make a game where you have to press these specific inputs, and depending on what colors flash, you have to change what you have to press. I'm thinking more of inline. And you also have to dodge the boss's attacks, which are going to be random, but well telegraphed. Dude. Damage tank. But well telegraphed. And so it'll be both challenging in that you have to dodge the enemies and the boss attacks and stuff, but also in that you have to alter your rotation occasionally. Oh god, they're stacked. Now I can go back to Ancient Basin. I think a game like that would be pretty interesting. I know, like, Osu is basically an aim trainer. Geometry Dash is a timing trainer. But I haven't had much where you like combine the two, I guess. I don't want to involve the mouse in it. Just buttons. Just how well you can press your buttons, as they say. Guess I'll damage tank. Currently though, I'm not even in... Well, I don't have the tools to do that. I do have the tools, but it's going to take a lot of learning if I want to make something like that. So, probably pretty out of scope of my vision. I wouldn't expect anything in the upcoming years or even decades. I also want to make a tower defense game, but tower defense hidden station, of course. Kind of starts to feel like that every single developer is using tower defense, as they're like, alright, I'll just make an insane tower defense game as my first project, and then I'll move on to even bigger projects like making a website. So I don't know, very hard to be unique in this world. I'm sure some people would say every single piece of art is unique, as long as you put enough thought into it. Even then, there's the trepidation that comes with the AI stuff making the rounds. Can't wait for when someone can be like, alright, make me a tower defense game, and if it program's just like, alright, and then just gives you an entire tower defense game. I didn't really want to be down here this early, because the abyss is rough and I don't have my howling wraiths yet, so and I have 5 masks. These siblings are really gonna hurt if I get hit. I have old nail, so guess I'll just have to be careful. Oh god, 4 hits. It's gonna take a while if I want to be safe about it. But anyway, I really like randomness as a concept to varying like gameplay. I think randomness should sometimes even be necessary in your game. I feel like every single game should have some sort of randomness. I guess in Hollow Knight, the most pertinent example would be for the Carefree Melody, I think, is what it's called. Carefree Melody is pretty cool. Shade Cloak. And having that sometimes proc is pretty cool. Other than that, though, I don't know. Well, I guess the most obvious form of randomness is that the bosses will perform different attacks based on their RNG. That could be seen as randomness. I feel like that's pretty important. Kind of looking for something else though. I haven't played Osu myself. I don't know if Osu has randomness in its gameplay. I mean, I know what its gameplay generally looks like, but I don't know if randomness is a really big part of it or not. Or if randomness is even possible. Might not be the vision of the game. Certainly, maybe it's like, oh, based on what you see here, you have to click this one instead of the other one. I've seen a lot of my friends, not really my friends, but my peers play Osu. And I do understand the appeal. After all, I've played Geometry Dash. You can find the videos in the playlist. But I guess the worst part of Osu for me is that I don't really like the anime style. Really, what it comes down to. Could broaden my horizons if it weren't for the animes, the weebs. Not really a movie watcher at all, even then, or a TV show watcher. Other than the Awoken Dream Mail, I think we have access to pretty much everything in this game now. What else is there? Let me think of mass shards. I know there's one in Forgotten Crossroads. I always forget about that one. I know there's one for the Delicate Flower task, but I think that's one I would want to do. Oh yeah, right. I don't really want to be here. Before I get Pure Nail. Do you see me? No? Not really a movie and TV show watcher. More of a YouTube person. Well, of course, I do watch movies when my friends want to. But I find a lot of it is like if they get too immersed into a movie, be like, that's all I can think about for the next few days. Don't want to really subject myself to that. Whereas with like at least games and stuff, then I don't really feel the urge to think about it for that long because I'm actually playing the game. And hey, there's very little that I don't like, other than everything that I haven't watched yet. Especially when it comes to music. Music, it's kind of unfortunate, because it feels like great, that part's locked off. With music, the only thing that is the barrier for me for music is when I have to listen to lyrics, which, as it turns out, is actually a pretty big portion of music in general. This guy survived. At least Off1K, who's the person who uploads the track of music that I listen to most of the time, does not have lyrics in them. And it's kind of just like a limitation of what stuff was like at that time. I don't want to go there. Guess I'll see if there's a path left, but actually I'll just return to the regular thing. I think what I want to go get next is the Fragile Charms sold by Leg Eater, and then that way those can increase my geo gain. I'm kind of drawing a blank as to I'm kind of drawing a blank as to where I get a lot of the mask fragments. I know there's one for Fungal Core. I guess that's one place that I want to go look at now. Did I do this? Yeah, I did. As we're getting the Deep Nest. I guess Deep Nest would be a good next destination. Not a super fun next destination, but hey. I don't think this is where I want to go. There's a... Ow. That's fine. I would like some extra health. Great, now I'm doing all of these challenges with every single movement ability. Kill this guy for some geo. And White Palace, when I get that, which is going to be a bit of a ways in the distance. It's not going to be very hard. I mean, I did Path of Pain in like 10 minutes in the last playthrough. Can I get this? No. That's fine. Didn't want it anyways. I mean, that's only really good for the stone dais. Alright, Fog Canyon. This is where I can get another charm notch. First order of business. Yeah, they just explode if you put them onto the thorns. That was kind of risky, not gonna lie. I think it's here. Yeah. Luckily those things just dissolve. Oh, they actually exploded. Wow. Ow. That's fine. Hello there. Monomon indeed. There we go. I thought that vengeful spirit would break the explosion. Guess I was wrong. Anyways, this is camera. I think this is where Monomon is, actually. With my Shaman Stone, hey, journal. This is not where Monomon is. I think I have to go further down. And I do have to make my way back through the sewers to get the map for that area, but I mean, there's not really much else to do there. Not really missing out on much. Oh wow, got the journal already. Ow. Super dash here. Get the grub. There's Quirrell. I wonder what this game would be like if you had to actually talk to Quirrell and find him at every single place before you went ahead. Anyways, I probably don't need those two. Don't get fragile strength in the off chance that I might die. Guess Mark of Pride is fine. And Thorns of Agony is fine as well. Kind of amazing that I haven't gotten long nail yet. Also kind of sick, as you haven't noticed. I have been sick for a pretty long time, actually. Right, I have nail arts now. That's not good. That was a lot of damage. Didn't seem like it was enough though. That is a lot of health. My god. I have a video on my channel where it's just me fighting this guy at 0 nail for like 5 minutes plus. Because I started the recording. Well, I didn't really start the recording. It was a replay buffer from OBS. And as it turns out, even if you use spells, using old nil on this guy is going to take absolutely forever. Which I guess is fine. This is a supposedly endgame boss. Well, not an endgame boss, but it's between this guy or Watcher Knights. I missed. I guess Watcher Knights is harder. Both protecting a Dreamer. Although lead up to this guy is not really that much, whereas with the Watcher Knights, it's actually a lot. Dude. Alright, there we go. That wasn't too bad. How long has it been? Like 3 hours? Oh, it turns into bubbles. So make a massive 3-heart explosion at the end. Well, I think getting one of the Dreamers doesn't actually do much in the overworld. Guess I do have to listen to everything though. Watch the cutscene and whatever. Very nice. This will surely give me a lot of essence. Surely this refills my soul. Skip, skip, skip. Pressing every single button on the keyboard. Oh boy. Hera and Watcher. Next. Didn't mean to talk to you, girl. Alright, we're going left. Get the bestiary. It's definitely deep nest next then. Somehow I ran out of geo. I do like keeping all of the geo piles up in the world though. Kind of a shame that people kill them so much. Just looks very good. Switch these back. I don't actually really need Shaman Stone. Guess that's good enough. Well, I think the biggest issue with a Deep Nest is that I don't have the geo for it. I think that's a much bigger problem. I might have to go attempt Watcher Knights. See if I can get a Love Geo from that Geo pile. Or I can go to Queen's Gardens. Queen's Gardens will be pretty rough, especially since I just unequipped my Shaman Stone. Let's use this Geo to actually open our bank account. Now this doesn't get reimbursed. Or maybe I can go get my Charm Notch from Grim next. I'm pretty sure those are in locations that are pretty easily accessible, so it should be pretty easy to get them. Hollowness Seal. One thing that I haven't remembered yet is all of the Hollowness Seal locations and all of that. And like I don't expect to. Alright, yeah. So I guess I'll go to City Storerooms next. That's the closest one. Wait. Let me look at the map again. I kinda wanna get my Howling Race upgrade next. So maybe in that center, if I go up from Queen Station, I can knock that one off, and then I'll go left from here. At least in one of those locations, you can find Howling Wraiths. After that, I'll go back to Hidden Station, go get my Abyssal Shriek, put on Shaman Stone, and then just one-shot all of these little guys. Since they scale with nail level. Big mistake. Means I'll be able to do a little bit more exploring though. And navigating all these parts of Hollowness is also pretty fun. Even after stuff like the White Palace and Path of Pain, still sometimes fun to just run around, you know? Walking around in these places. Wander Journal. Now remember this. What's over here? Alright, this guy. I think I'll not right now. Right, this is a path that I have to take for the Delicate Flower. Oh, I see. I remember this place. I don't expect the audio quality to be that well anyways, both from my kind of sickness to the fact that I'm speaking into an earbud. Alright, I know where to get another one of these vessel fragments. So, that should be our first upgrade. Not here. If I recall correctly, if you go up from the Fungal Waste elevator, then you'll be able to go up and get a vessel fragment on the other side of the elevator. Guess I'll kill this guy anyways. Ow. This might take a while. Never mind. Let it not take a while. Even with completely base things. Not a challenge whatsoever. That's no eyes. And up there, that's a... Up there is a bench. So I guess I can just go get the Grimkin. And see if I can find where Howling Wraiths is next. Should be around here. I need to kill one of those guys for journal entry. This is taking so long. I missed. I missed again. I wonder if my friends will want me to join them on World of Warcraft at some point. But that shouldn't be a while. I think I have enough time to do everything that I want. Ow! Dangerous enemy. There we go, journal entry. Yeah, I think it's down. I will not be visiting the hunter very soon. More like end of the game. Which is going to take a while. To the left. Yeah, I don't exactly remember this place, which is a good sign. What's up here? Right, a cocoon and some bugs. Very useful. Is this just straight up to Queen's Gardens? No, this is where I want to go. Well, it is straight up to Queen's Gardens, but this is also where I want to go. Squids are not going to pose any sort of threat. I locked that guy out. Destroyed. Howling Wraiths. Consume the Howling Wraiths. Replenish soul by striking enemies. Pretty cool. Alright, next step. Gonna go get Abyssal Shriek so I can absolutely destroy the Grimkin. And then after that, I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll do banishment just so people get pissed off that I'm not fighting Nightmare King Grim. That's the teacher's archives. That's just Queen's Station. No, Queen's Gardens. Leads into Queen's Gardens. There we go. Hidden Station. . How long has this been? 3.5 hours? Maybe a little more? Still haven't gotten a Lumafly lantern. Gotta go with that one soon. Dang it. I got stopped. I don't want to stop. Ow. Guess I'll just ignore you. That child has no idea what he's witnessing right now. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Abyss Shriek. Alright, I have no more business in the Abyss until I get either both King Charms or all the max fragments, which is going to take a lot of geo. Surely. Yes. Yes. Ow. All the way back here. Dude. If I'm not careful, I could just straight up die in this place. Not by, oh my god. Not by, like, not paying attention to my health, but, like, being thrown by one of these guys, one of these shadow crawlers, into a sibling, take 2 hearts of damage, plus that one from the shadow creeper, and then I fall into some spikes, and that's 4 hearts, 4 masks of damage. Feeling like Celeste. I haven't actually played Celeste for more than 2 minutes. Should get on that soon instead of replaying Hollow Knight for the umpteenth time. But one of these has to have you fight someone with abilities, and the other one doesn't. And I do like some of my combat. Is there anything else I need to do on the left of Ancient Basin? No, I don't think so. Now, what's left is only the tram for the hive, the the 3000 geo in the fountain for the vessel fragment, and then 621, and then the White Palace. Yeah, City of Tears. City of Tears, go down, go reverse, and then go fight Elder Hu. That sounds like a good plan. I'll go equip my Shaman Stone. Guess I'm not really fighting anything now, so... After I fight Elder Hu, maybe it's time for Markov. Markov, Galeon, Zero. Okay. Oh, that's closer. And then what other dreamers are there? I made a mistake. I should have gone to fight the Grimkin first, but doesn't really matter. I saw a Reddit post about like challenges to do after you've done everything in Hollow Knight. I don't recall why I was even there, but I think one of them was to super dash for as long as possible, for longer than 20 minutes. I mean, that might be a candidate place where you can super dash for more than 20 minutes. I mean, 20 seconds. If I can super dash for 20 minutes in this game, then I'd be very impressed. Right, I also have no eyes to kill. Except that I don't have Geo to buy it with. Great. I think I want to go up because I want to buy the last Fragile Heart charm from Leg Eater. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the geo requirements for making these unbreakable is like something like 6k, 9k, 12k, or is it 9k, 12k, 15k? I think I was watching Alex Diner's playthrough, and it seemed like by the end he had around 15,000 geo, which is enough with nothing else to spend it on, including the fountain. Actually, while I'm here, the fungal core is something that I want to go. Something I want to go do. But yeah, 15,000 geo. It's quite a lot if I'm not going to be selling anything. I think I read on the wiki that if you sold everything, you get something like 23,000 geo, which is also a lot. I don't even know if the base game has enough things that you can buy with 15,000 geo, 23,000 geo. So like, kind of overkill. With when I go to Deepness, I'll eventually go back to the grub around there. So no worries. Yeah, fungal cores over here. I'm not too sure why I'm in fungal core. I think there's just a max requirement after Mantis core that I'm really after, and that's about it. Pretty dangerous and uninteresting place otherwise. Pale worm. What could foresee a device inevitable? Where? Alright, this is Deepness. Got Bluey. Filled. I need your map. I guess I'm here now. No reason to turn back. Right, I don't really want to be here. I don't have a map yet. Well, I do have a map. I don't have a lantern yet. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's another thing as to why I don't really make videos with my voice, nor do I really like talking in general. Because it'll take like, I'll usually say something, and then it turns out that's not the thing I wanted to say. And it happens so often that pretty much every second sentence I have to be like, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say this other thing. Brain kind of works like in associations. Is something up top interesting? Everything is about associations between objects. And when there's very similar concepts like these, it's easy to mean one thing but say the other thing, at least for me. Wanderer's Journal. When I do talk, though, I can talk about a lot of things. Like how the task up slashes this guy, and I always try to, but never do. Anyways, I want to go back to Queen Station. This is not really the way back to Queen Station. Should go back down. Go back to Queen Station. Maybe I'll go get the grub and the spore, whatever, in the process. The charm. Now that I've acid swimming, it's pretty much impossible for me to fill it. Should be right around here. That's that one's introduction. I would have taken damage there if I hadn't had Isma's Tear. That's where we get from Deep Nest. What a shame that you can't sell charms, otherwise I'd sell all of these useless charms in an instant once I get to a shop. But alas, I have to keep them all. And wherever I keep them, as Lubra would say. Slopes. What charms do I have? Right. I was trying to get the Grimkin. Just like Factorio. Be like, I'm gonna go upgrade my iron production. Next thing you know robots. Alright. Go back to Dirtmouth, get the thing, do the thing. Still don't have enough. Did I buy Steady Body? I did not. Big mistake. Going right from here. If I had Steady Body, I would go take it to Enraged Guardian. That boss is much easier with Steady Body. I don't know. Steady Body is kind of a mixed bag for me. Lol. Steady Body's kind of a mixed bag. I know I use it a lot in my first playthrough. Couldn't play without it. Guess this is a good time to stop. Well, one of my friends is getting on, so I guess I'll stop for now. I'll see ya.